To my AI Chrome extension project with HeadStarter. My name is William, and this is my attempt at the AI Chrome extension. So essentially, the goal of this project is to create a Chrome extension where, given a valid website or text input field, the user will be able to uh, look at suggested autocomplete options and then press tab in order to autocomplete. So this project is made using a lot of JavaScript for the backend to handle most of the logs for the console, and then HTML to provide for the pop-up when you actually select the extension. So in order to use this, you're going to want to download the folder from the public GitHub repository, go into Chrome // extensions, load unpacked, and then you're just going to select the file from there. So what I do for local is I just go and I open up the folder, select it, and then it should appear right here. You should be able to go into the details and select whatever details you like. But the way I use it is, so right now it's enabled, so there is a setting to disable it, and then it'll give a pop-up that it's disabled. And now when I enable it, the project should be up and running. So one thing I've done here is also, if in case the API key that you input in your own code here, you must input a API key, but unless this doesn't work, you can also put it in here. And it should work fine. I haven't really tested it, but it should work fine. And let's say I want to go into a discussion, and you can observe the console log here. So the AI autocomplete is enabled initially because LeetCode is a proper or a supported website. But for example, if we just go to google.com and then we check the console from here, nothing really pops up. And if I refresh, yeah, nothing pops up. If I go into the text field, nothing. Even though, oh, it's not enabled. Yeah, see, it's not supported for certain pages. So let's say I want to write a word, let's say discussion. So I'm in the middle of writing it, and I'm DISC. I'm like, oh, I don't understand. I can't remember how to spell this word. Well, it's just gonna autocomplete for you, and you can press tab. So if we look on the right here in the console, in order for an autocomplete suggestion to pop up for a word, you're going to need a minimum of 3 letters, just because it's easier on the API calls, because it's very easy for the current state of the project to kind of overflow the resources. So because the text meets the minimum, we fetch a suggestion from the Gemini API, and then it provides an autocomplete suggestion for DISC for discussion. So we can also create more sentences. And here's one problem I ran into, is that when we autocomplete sentences, the first word, the most recent word that you have typed in your sentence will be repeated in the autocomplete. So it's quite annoying. I just had to play around with the prompt in order to fix that. But realistically, like, the way it works is, it works the same. It's just sort of annoying. Like, I just have to delete this and, delete this repeat. But something like super cala. Alright, maybe it's not considered a real word. Let's say something like transformer. Right? And then, yeah, transformer models are not supported. Yeah, maybe transformer models aren't supported on LeetCode. So the code will take the entire context of the page and what has already been typed in order to give you an autocomplete suggestion. We can also write something like, I'm on top of this issue. Let's move on, right? So that's potentially something that someone would say that's quite common. So the way I've prompted Gemini is just like, um, given the current prompt and the context surrounding this prompt, what is the most likely, most statistically likely um, phrase that someone would end the sentence with, or what word would this be? So that's pretty much about it. Nothing crazy. I mean, it's crazy, but like in theory, very very simple project, just very hard to execute. And this was my rendition. So thanks for